My sister can buy this entire city. You think a badge makes you special? I look up from my desk. The voice is loud, confident, disrespectful. I've been a judge for over 30 years here in Providence Municipal Court, and I've heard a lot of things. But this is different. The young man standing in my courtroom is 24 years old. He's wearing a white designer sweater with a luxury logo across the chest. His sneakers probably cost more than most people's monthly rent. His hair is styled perfectly. Dark sunglasses pushed back on his head even though we're indoors. Gold chains. A watch that catches the light every time he moves his wrist. And he's smiling like he owns the place. If you believe justice should be equal for everyone, you'll want to see what happens next. My bailiff, Officer Raymond Torres, steps forward with the file. Case 2026 TR 48291, he announces. The State versus Marcus Bellamy. I nod. Good morning, Mr. Bellamy. Please approach the bench. Marcus doesn't move right away. He looks around the courtroom first, checking to see who's watching. There are about 30 people in the gallery today. Some are here for their own cases. Others are just observers. A few pull out their phones, but Officer Torres gives them a look and they put them away. Mr. Bellamy, I say again, please approach. He finally walks forward. Slow, like he's doing me a favor. Before I get into what Marcus did, I need to tell you about the person he hurt, Officer Cristina Valdez. She's 31 years old. She's been with the Providence Police Department for 6 years. She works night shifts in one of the toughest neighborhoods in the city. She has a 7-year-old daughter named Sophia. Her husband died 2 years ago. Cancer. She's raising Sophia alone while working full-time and taking online classes to finish her degree. Officer Valdez is sitting in the front row of my courtroom. She's in her uniform. Her hands are folded in her lap. She looks tired. Not just from the night shift, from everything. Mr. Bellamy, I begin, you're here today because of an incident that occurred on January 19th at approximately 2:15 in the morning. Do you understand the charges against you? Yeah, I got it, Marcus says. Not yes, Your Honor, just yeah. I let it slide. For now, you're charged with threatening a police officer, resisting arrest, reckless driving, and driving with a suspended license. These are serious charges. Do you have an attorney? Don't need one, Marcus says. He shrugs. This whole thing is a joke. I hear murmurs in the gallery. Officer Torres shifts his weight. I take a breath. Mr. Bellamy, I need you to understand something. This is not a joke. This is a court of law. You will show respect to this court, to Officer Valdez, and to everyone here. Do I make myself clear? Marcus looks at me, really looks at me for the first time. Sure, he says, whatever. Strike one. Let's review what happened, I say. I open the file. On January 19th, Officer Valdez initiated a traffic stop on Broad Street after observing your vehicle traveling at 73 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. Is that correct? I wasn't going that fast, Marcus says immediately. Officer Valdez has dashboard camera footage, I reply. We'll get to that. When she approached your vehicle, what happened? Marcus rolls his eyes. She knocked on my window. I rolled it down. She started giving me attitude. I look at Officer Valdez. She doesn't react. She just sits there, quiet and dignified. Officer Valdez gave you attitude? I ask. Yeah, she was rude, demanding my license and registration like I'm some criminal. That's her job, Mr. Bellamy. When an officer pulls you over, you're required by law to provide identification and registration. Whatever, I gave it to her. Actually, I say, flipping through the report, according to Officer Valdez, you refused to provide your license initially. You told her, and I'm quoting here, "Do you know who I am?" Someone in the gallery snickers. Marcus's jaw tightens. I was asking a question, he says. Were you asking? Or were you telling her that the rules don't apply to you? I was just saying, let me show you something, I interrupt. I signal to Officer Torres. He wheels in a television screen. This is evidence number 1, dashboard camera footage from Officer Valdez's patrol car. The screen flickers on. Everyone can see it clearly. The timestamp shows 2:17 a.m. A black Mercedes SUV is pulled over on the side of the road. Hazard lights flashing. Officer Valdez approaches the driver's window. Her flashlight is pointed down. Professional. Careful. We can hear her voice through the speaker. Good evening, sir. I'm Officer Valdez with the Providence Police Department. The reason I stopped you is because you were traveling 73 in a 35 zone. May I see your license and registration, please? Then we hear Marcus. Do you know who I am? Officer Valdez stays calm. Sir, I need to see your license and registration. My sister is Daniela Bellamy. You know the singer? Yeah. She's worth like $40 million, so maybe you should think twice before wasting my time. I pause the video. The courtroom is completely silent. Mr. Bellamy, I say slowly, is that you on the video? Yeah, but... And did you tell Officer Valdez that she should think twice because your sister is wealthy? I was just explaining who I was. You were attempting to intimidate a police officer. Marcus scoffs. Intimidate? Please. I was being honest. Honest, I repeat. Okay, let's continue. I press play. On the screen, Officer Valdez remains professional. Sir, I don't care who your sister is. I need your license and registration. If you don't provide them, I'll have to ask you to step out of the vehicle. You're serious right now? Marcus's voice rises. You're really going to do this? Sir, please step out of the vehicle. This is insane. I'm calling my lawyer. I'm calling my sister. You're done. You're finished. The video shows Marcus getting out of the SUV. He's pointing at Officer Valdez, yelling. She's backing up slightly, maintaining distance, staying professional. Then Marcus makes a mistake, a big one. He steps toward Officer Valdez aggressively. She tells him to stop. He doesn't. She reaches for her radio to call for backup. Marcus swats at her hand. The moment he makes physical contact, Officer Valdez has no choice. She arrests him. Another patrol car arrives within 2 minutes. Marcus is placed in handcuffs. He's still yelling, still threatening, still dropping his sister's name. I stop the video. I look at Marcus. He's not smiling anymore. Mr. Bellamy, you just watched the same thing I watched. Do you want to change your story? She provoked me, Marcus says. She provoked you by doing her job. She could have let me go. It's just speeding, but no, she had to be a hero. She had to be a... I feel my patience wearing thin. Officer Valdez was protecting the community. At 2 a.m, you were driving more than twice the speed limit in a residential area. Do you know what could have happened? A child could have run into the street. A family could have been crossing. You could have killed someone. But I didn't, Marcus shoots back. Strike 2. Let me show you evidence number 2, I say. Officer Torres hands me a folder. These are text messages retrieved from your phone with your permission during booking. Wait, what? Marcus looks confused. You signed a consent form, Mr. Bellamy. These messages are between you and several of your friends on the night of the incident. I read aloud. Quote, just got pulled over by some cop. About to make her regret it. End quote. That was sent at 2:19 a.m. 3 minutes after Officer Valdez stopped you. Marcus's face goes red. That was a joke. A joke, I say. Another message at 2:21 a.m. Quote, this badge thinks she's tough. Wait till I make one call. She'll be directing traffic in a parking lot by Monday. End quote. The gallery reacts, gasps, whispers. Officer Valdez stares straight ahead. I can see her blinking rapidly, fighting emotion. You threatened Officer Valdez's career because she was doing her job, I say. I didn't mean it literally, Marcus mutters. Then why did you send it? I was mad. You were entitled, I correct. There's a difference. Marcus looks away. Can we just get this over with? I'll pay the fine. Whatever. We're not done yet, Mr. Bellamy. Not even close. Let me show you evidence number 3. This is when Marcus should be worried, but he's not. Not yet. Officer Torres brings forward a tablet. On it is body camera footage from Officer Valdez. The angle is different from the dashboard camera. This one shows everything up close. This footage shows what happened when Officer Valdez tried to de-escalate the situation, I explained. Watch carefully. The video plays. Marcus is out of the car. Officer Valdez is calm. Sir, I understand you're upset, but I need you to calm down and cooperate. If you do, this will go much smoother. Smoother? Marcus laughs. It's a mean laugh. You think you're in control here? Let me tell you something, lady. My sister can buy this entire city. You think a badge makes you special? You're nothing. You're a nobody. And when I'm done, you'll be lucky to have a job at all. 10 seconds of silence. Not in the video. In my courtroom. Right now. Everyone is frozen. Officer Torres's hand moves toward his belt instinctively. The people in the gallery are staring at Marcus with their mouths open. Officer Valdez finally looks down at her hands. And Marcus. Marcus realizes what he just did. He just repeated the worst thing he said that night, in my courtroom, on the record. I lean forward. Mr. Bellamy, did you just threaten Officer Valdez again, in my courtroom? You just called her a nobody. You said your sister can buy this city. You said she'll be lucky to have a job. That's not what It's exactly what you meant. My voice is firm now, controlled, but everyone can hear the anger underneath. Let me tell you something about Officer Cristina Valdez. She works night shifts in one of the most dangerous parts of this city. She responds to calls that most people wouldn't have the courage to face. She's been assaulted, threatened, spit on, and she keeps showing up because she believes in protecting people. She has a daughter who waits up for her every morning to make sure she comes home safe. Her husband died serving this country, and she's finishing her degree while working full-time. So when you call her a nobody, you're not just disrespecting her, you're disrespecting every person who puts on a uniform and serves their community. Marcus's face is pale now. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean... You meant every word, I say. And now you're only sorry because you're facing consequences. I stand up. Everyone in the courtroom stands with me out of respect. I look directly at Marcus. Mr. Bellamy, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want honest answers. He nods. Do you believe you're better than Officer Valdez? No. Do you believe that wealth gives you the right to break the law? No. Do you believe that threatening a police officer is acceptable behavior? No. Then why did you do it, Marcus? I use his first name deliberately. Why did you think any of this was okay? He doesn't answer. He can't. I'll tell you why, I continue. Because you've never been held accountable, because people have let you slide your entire life, because your sister's success has become a shield for your failures, and that ends today. I sit back down. The courtroom is so quiet I can hear the clock on the wall ticking. Marcus Bellamy, I find you guilty on all charges. Here is your sentence. I see him flinch. First, you will pay a fine of $8,000, $2,000 for each charge. That money will go to the Providence Police Department's community outreach program. Marcus opens his mouth, but I raise my hand. Second, your license is suspended for 18 months. You will not drive. You will not operate any vehicle. If you're caught behind the wheel during this time, you will face jail time, no exceptions. How am I supposed to? Third, you will complete 400 hours of community service, not just any service. You will work with the Providence Police Department's Youth Mentorship Program every Saturday and Sunday for the next 8 months, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You will mentor at-risk teenagers. You will show them that actions have consequences. You will teach them respect. Officer Valdez will be your supervisor. Marcus's eyes go wide. You can't be serious. I'm very serious. You will report directly to Officer Valdez. She will document your hours. She will evaluate your attitude. And if she reports that you are anything less than respectful and committed, I will add another 200 hours. Fourth, you will write a handwritten apology to Officer Valdez. Not typed, handwritten, a minimum of 500 words. You will explain what you did wrong, why it was wrong, and how you plan to be better. Officer Valdez will decide if it's acceptable. If it's not, you'll write it again. Marcus is shaking his head. This is too much. I'm not done. Fifth, you will create and deliver a public service announcement about respecting law enforcement. It will be shown in every high school in Providence. You will film it, you will write it, and you will own your mistakes publicly. My sister's team will never allow. I don't care about your sister's team. My voice rises for the first time. The courtroom jumps. This isn't about your sister. This is about you, and you will complete this sentence, or you will spend 6 months in the adult correctional facility. Your choice. Marcus is breathing hard. Fine, he whispers. And one more thing. For your behavior in my courtroom today, repeating your threats, showing no remorse, disrespecting this process, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Officer Torres, please take Mr. Bellamy into custody. Wait, what? Marcus backs up. Officer Torres moves forward. He's calm, professional. Put your hands behind your back, please. You can't do this. I just did. You'll spend 48 hours in custody to think about your actions. When you're released, your community service begins immediately. The handcuffs click. Marcus is led away. He's yelling, threatening to call lawyers, threatening to call his sister, threatening everything. The courtroom door closes. Silence again. I look at Officer Valdez. She's crying now, quiet tears running down her face, but she's smiling too. Officer Valdez, I say gently, are you okay with this arrangement? She stands, wipes her eyes. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. You don't need to thank me. You did your job with dignity and courage. That deserves respect. Always. She nods. She leaves the courtroom with her head high. 8 months later, something unexpected happens. Marcus Bellamy comes back to my courtroom. Not because he has to, because he wants to. He's different. He's wearing simple clothes, jeans and a plain shirt, no designer logos, no gold chains. His hair is normal. He looks like a regular person. Your Honor, he says, may I speak? Of course, Marcus. I wanted to come back and say thank you. His voice is steady, sincere. When you sentenced me, I was furious. I thought you were wrong. I thought everyone was against me. But Officer Valdez, she changed my life. I listen. Those kids in the mentorship program, they reminded me of myself. Angry, entitled, blaming everyone else. And I realized I had become everything I used to hate. Officer Valdez never gave up on me, even when I was difficult, even when I messed up. She kept pushing me to be better, and I am better now. I'm enrolled in community college. I'm studying criminal justice. I want to help people the way she helped me. I smile. That's wonderful, Marcus. I'm proud of you. I also brought this. He hands Officer Torres an envelope. It's a check, $10,000, for the mentorship program, from my own money, not my sister's, mine. Officer Valdez is there too. She's smiling. He's been the best volunteer we've ever had, Your Honor. The kids love him. He's honest with them about his mistakes. He's making a real difference. Marcus turns to her. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. You deserved better. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to be the kind of person who deserves to know someone like you. Officer Valdez shakes his hand. You already are, Marcus. After they leave, I sit alone in my courtroom for a moment. The afternoon light comes through the tall windows. Dust particles float in the golden beams. People ask me all the time why I do this job, why I keep coming back after 30 years, why I care so much. It's because of moments like this, when someone who was lost finds their way, when someone who is broken becomes whole, when justice isn't just about punishment, it's about transformation. Marcus came into my courtroom thinking he was above the law. He left understanding that no one is above dignity, respect, and accountability, not because of his sister's money, not because of his name, but because of who he chose to become. That's what justice really means. It's not about revenge. It's not about crushing people. It's about teaching them that they can be better, that they must be better, and that everyone, no matter who they are or where they come from, deserves to be treated with respect. Even police officers who work night shifts and raise their daughters alone and protect communities that don't always appreciate them, especially them.